Hello everybody, Dokkan here. Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. So, we have a problem with Dokkan in regards of like so many of the things that they should do and they don't do it. It's just gonna be annoying this way, so I'm gonna try my best to get this done, because they have posted some stuff on the Japanese version of the game that is not posted on the global version of the game, and we are kind of sick and tired of it. You know, like we appreciate all the work of the translators in the game, but this is just annoying in and of itself. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's go ahead and check all the things in the game. So this actually dropped like a few hours ago. I'm awake at this time, like 5 a.m. in the morning, because I'm about to do something. I'm going to go see my girlfriend, so that's why I'm gonna be like taking time. I'm gonna put this video out just to let you guys know that I'm gonna be streaming later tonight, but it's gonna be a little bit later than it was scheduled, so apologies on that. It might come close to whenever maintenance is, but if it hits me when maintenance hits, I am truly sorry. So yeah, we got Roshi stuff provided to us in the game. I'm pretty sure Roshi is gonna come into the game as soon as maintenance ends, so we should be able to get all the stuff for like Roshi and everything like that. We got all the like super attack animations, which is cool. And then we're also, just like I stated, we are going to get the Pepe Gauss banner alongside Roshi. So it's gonna be two banners dropping at the same time, I'm assuming, because you know they just dropped the information for these things. So I'm thinking that both of those are going to show up at the same time. So not too bad, not too bad. We're gonna get, like I mentioned, we're gonna get Coquette. She is from Universe 11. So hopefully pretty soon, like maybe after the global NJP Dokkan Fest shared during like Halloween at the end of the month, we should be able to get Jiren. That's what I'm thinking, and that's when they're going to implement Goku and Frieza and some of the other missing fights that we have here. The heroine battle is gonna come out during the celebration for Roshi. So if we look at it this way, we go here. The wiki actually drops some news about the upcoming content here. So we're getting a new free-to-play Goten that we can be able to recruit here. Not too bad. Again, there's the heroine battle. This is one of the tough fights in the game. It's gonna be brought into global Dokkan finally. We're gonna be getting some of the missing stuff that we sort of needed. You know, I think JP dropped this on July, so now thankfully we can be able to get these things. So awesome. Then we're getting part 2 of Area 37 of the quest mode, so that's not bad either. We're getting the Infinite Variable History stage versus Pepe Gauss. We kind of expected this due to the drop of Roshi. He did bring this into the game. And also we're getting Battle of Wits, Extreme Super Battle Road, which is not bad, and we're getting burst mode, so that's cool. So let's go ahead and talk about these things. Dropping on global, we are also getting the EZAs for the Vegeta / Goku and the EZAs for Krillin and Gohan. So give me a few seconds. I'm gonna try my best to like see if I can translate these in here without like having the BS of waiting for the translations and stuff like that. Okay, I was able to find some translations. I really don't know if these are good. I do suggest people waiting until we get the translations officially thrown out by the Dokkan Wiki. I think they're working on it. But let's go ahead and see what these guys are capable of doing. Shouts to Bladder. I'll leave all these things like in the description. So let's go ahead and check these out. So LR Vegeta / Goku ECA. So they greatly raise attack and raise his defense for 1 turn. So it's a 50% raise in attack and a 30% raise on defense for 1 turn, I'm assuming. Causes a lot of damage to the enemy. And then on the 18 key, they raise attack and defense for 3 turns and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. Not bad. Passive, key plus 3, attack and defense plus 180%. They get an additional 4 key, 30% damage reduction when HP is 30% or above. Not bad. They get an additional key 4, and they toss an additional attack that has a 50% chance of becoming a super when HP is 50% or above. Okay. They get an additional 4 key and an additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super attack when HP is 70% or above. Okay. So the more HP you have, the more beneficial it will be for his attacks to pop up. Not bad. He gets an additional attack and defense plus 150% when attacking. And he's able to revive with 70% HP recovered and exchanges with Goku when this character or an ally attacking the same turn is KO'd. When HP is 50% or less at the start of the turn, or starting from the 5th turn from the start of the turn. Okay. Revives for its 70% HP recovered, changes with Goku when the character or an ally attacking the same turn is KO'd. So you need to be under 50% HP in order for him to get the revive. Start at the start of turn or starting from the 5th turn from the start of the battle, I'm assuming. Okay, let's go over to Goku now. So, greatly raises attack and raises defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to the enemy. They are putting a bit more emphasis. This Goku, back in the day, he hit pretty hard. So, raises attack and defense for 3 turns, causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. So they basically keep the same thing for attack. Okay. Key plus 10, attack and defense plus 200%. They get an additional attack and defense plus 159% when performing a super. They get 30% damage reduction. And he has a 50% chance of performing a critical hit. I do need to change. I think I need to check the build. I think I give him like full dodge or something like that, because I didn't know how his EZA was going to be, but we shall see. Gets an additional 5 key and attack plus 59% when there's an extreme class enemy. Plus an additional damage reduction of 30%. And performs a critical hit when there's a Dynamic Saga enemy or ally attacking the same turn. Self-excluded. Okay. Enemy or ally. So yeah, you're able to get this. You just gonna have to run these guys on Dynamic Saga, unfortunately. For him to get, so basically he will have 60% damage reduction and a guaranteed crit. When there's a Dynamic Saga category ally, enemy or ally attacking the same turn. Yeah, he himself, they specifically stated he himself doesn't count. So let me just verify. I'm like gonna try to use my non-professional Japanese skills. But yeah, I feel like these are correct, sort of. But again, we should wait for the wiki to throw these out. So not bad. I'll go ahead and repost this so you guys can be able to check it out. And then of course we got the Gohan and Krillin ones too. So let's go ahead and check these out. So apparently there's a mistake. It's 30% crit on the 24 key and not 30% dodge. So we're gonna keep an eye out for those things. So LRAGO, Krillin and Gohan. Let's see what they have. So they got attack and defense. I'm assuming this is stacking on both. Okay. Causes colossal damage to the enemy. Greatly raises attack and defense, so it's a 50% stack for both, if everything goes well. Causes colossal damage to the enemy. They get attack and defense plus 170% and a medium chance of evading enemies, and that includes super attack. Just standard like that? Okay. So it's a 30% chance to dodge. Nice. They get an additional 1 key when raising ki with key spheres. They get an additional key plus 1 if it's a rainbow key sphere. Okay, so these guys are gonna possibly super attack pretty easily. They get an additional attack and defense plus 50% and a chance of evading enemy's attack, including super plus 20%. When performing a super attack. So that in addition to the medium chance to dodge. That's very good. Okay. They get an additional attack plus 50% and toss out an additional super attack. An additional attack that has a 50% chance to becoming a super. Sorry. Still waking up. When ki is 18 or more. So I mean, they're gonna get that pretty easily. You know, the 18 key. That doesn't got an additional attack. Okay. They toss out an additional super attack and a chance of evading enemies attack, including super plus 20% when ki is 24. So he gets a guaranteed additional. Okay. Changes into battle armor when conditions are met. This is not bad. On base, they're looking pretty good. Okay. Now they do have the little costume change. So they go from this state where they're like in their normal clothes, they go over to here to this state where they have the Saiyan armor. I forget how the exchange works. This is not in the wiki, so we do have to wait until this comes out. So let me look these guys up so we can keep an eye on things. So the exchange, or like the little changes into like battle suit, is it the active skill? No. Yeah, upon entering the next attacking turn after performing 4 or more super attacks in battle. Have they changed that? I don't know if they have. No, it doesn't state if they changed it. Okay. So let's just assume that it's keeping the same condition where they need to do 4 or more super attacks in battle. That is actually going to give them the benefit of just doing that pretty quickly. Because you get the sort of like additional attack that has a 50% chance of becoming a super with the 18 key, and with the 24 key you get the guaranteed super attack. So on the next 2 turns, let's just say that you get the additional from you toss out the super attack and you just get the additional guarantee because of the 24 key. I feel like getting this is gonna be more probable than the other one. So let's say just maybe on turn 6 or on turn 5, you could be able to get this exchange into the battle armor. Okay. Alright, so 12 key, they greatly raise attack and raise defense for 1 turn, causes constant damage to the enemy. So 50% raise in attack, 30% raise in defense. 18 key is massively raising attack and greatly raises defense for 1 turn, causes magical loss of damage to the enemy. So it's at 100% raise in attack and 50% raise on defense. Okay. That's good. They get 200% attack and defense at the start of turn. He has a 50% chance to dodge. Wait. I'm trying to capture this. I don't know where this is. Is this on battle armor? It's 30% crit on 24 key, not 30% dodge. Is he referring to this? He has a chance of performing a critical hit plus 30%. I don't know where that is. Like, one of the main reasons we had to wait for translations. Stupid global. Oh, it's here. Okay. It's on battle armor. Never mind. So they get an additional 2 key when racing key spheres. Racing key with key spheres. They get an additional key +1 if it's a rainbow key sphere. They get an additional attack and defense +58% and a chance of evading enemies attack including super +20% when performing a super attack. Wow, they get that attack buff in there? Performing a super attack? Okay. They get an additional attack +77%. They get an additional attack that has a great chance to becoming a super attack when key is 18 or more. And they are getting an additional super attack. And this is wrong. So it's so they're getting a chance of performing a critical hit +30% when key is 24. Just getting this up. So I was reading this when somebody commented that they have guaranteed dodge at 24 key. But you know, they said this is right, but this was like 58 minutes ago, and this is 56 minutes ago, where they stated that they were wrong, and instead of getting the 30% chance to dodge, they get 30% chance to crit. So they have a 50% chance to dodge here, and they have an additional chance to dodge here, so that's 70% chance. And they thought it was a guaranteed dodge turn if they get the 24 key, but this is wrong, as they stated here. So it's a 30% chance to crit with a 70% chance to dodge when performing a super attack. Overall, I mean, like, Jesus, I mean, this guy's pretty wild. Although no damage reduction, so he's gonna have like the massive defense. He doesn't even get too high of defense. So you do have to depend on the dodges that this character is going to provide. Because you get a defense buff here and a defense buff here. If this doesn't give you defense. And there, I mean, 50% raise on defense for the turn. They don't get a guaranteed additional super. They get a chance of performing a super attack right here, 118 key. But again, you're gonna get the additional super attack guaranteed because key is 24 because of all these things. Like the additional key that you get per rainbow key sphere obtain and the racing key with key spheres, I feel like that's gonna be pretty like guaranteed that you're going to get that pretty often. So okay, overall not bad. I do like this guy. These guys right here, you do have to run them on Dynamic Saga in order for them to have the additional 30% damage reduction, the guaranteed crit. So again, they're gonna have guaranteed crit. So but this is if you run them on Dynamic Saga or you're fighting a Dynamic Saga category enemy, which again in the game will have these tough bosses. So what I would recommend is like maybe running them on a Dynamic Saga team, and you just get these portions guaranteed there. So he will have 60% damage reduction with a lot of defense, 200% attack and defense plus 159%. This also doesn't get defense, but this with the damage reduction, I feel like he's gonna be tanking not that stellar, but he's gonna be pretty solid, like taking hits. I'm thinking of this with the Goku and Frieza fight. I don't know if they were going to be able to survive like a 5 million or 6 million damage super attack with all of this. Let's see Vegeta, I forgot. And Vegeta has somewhat of some decent stuff here. The revive is going to be pretty useful to have in there. So, I mean, overall not bad. I mean, we're going to get this pretty soon, because if you don't, like, Global is still going with the celebration for Vegeta, so that's why these ECAs are here. So that's not too bad. The only thing is that Global is kind of speeding up on these things. where we're just now gonna be getting Roshi in the game. So yeah, not bad. Let me just check the wiki again, just to make sure if they posted any translations and we can go ahead and assess them, but I don't think they have. No, they haven't, so I guess we have to wait a bit. But yeah, take these with a grain of salt. Shouts to Platter again. I'll go ahead and repost these, so you guys can be able to check these out. They could be right, but again, just wait until the Dokkan Wiki decides to post these. Actually, let me just check if the actual page has them. I doubt it, but they could be working on it right now as we speak. So, but yeah, like they don't have the EZA tabs here and there, so we have to wait until one of those representatives says, "Oh, I'm up. So let's go ahead and work on these," which is the most stupidest thing ever. Like, Global comes over here, like, okay, you should have like the tweets posted up here, but I don't see them. Dokkan Global posted like, "Oh, we can post these things. You know, these are translated. These are translated, by the way." And for some unknown stupid reason, Global cannot do the same thing with these. Like, what is the problem? Like, are you guys in need of a translator? I am happy to learn Japanese and be able to translate these. That is my ultimate goal. If we don't have a translator by the next few months or years, well, we're still playing this game and we still are not getting to translations, even though we had the sync. We're synced up, Global and JP, and for some unknown BS, we're still not getting the same pages released at the same time. Like, we're just not getting these translations on Global. It's the same thing. So yeah, I don't know, man. So we're gonna have to wait and see when are we possibly gonna get these translations up. Again, just keep an eye on social media. I'm pretty sure this one's gonna be posted up in like the next 30 minutes or so, or something like that. But I mean, these have come up an hour ago and they haven't been like translated yet by any of like the peeps like Oresh or Minato, or even the Dokkan Wiki that usually like translates them pretty quickly. Actually, let me check the wiki again, just for comparison purposes, because we had this guy and his, well, it's at 8 o'clock in the night, and they decided to post these 2 hours, 2.5 hours, like almost 3 hours later. So I would say they posted these an hour ago, so maybe 2 more hours and they can be able to post like these details. So yeah, I don't know, man. Just some stupid things that Dokkan just doesn't do that are pretty obvious. Like, again, Global and JP are getting the same thing at the same time, and unfortunately the Japanese version of Twitter are the only ones getting these. Like, it's not that difficult. Get them translated by the same team and just bam, post them on Global. It's not a problem. But what the heck are we doing? But anyway, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of these EZAs coming over to the game. Again, the celebration in and of itself for Vegeta is not over just yet. It's because we're getting Roshi now on Global in the next few days. Maintenance is gonna go live tonight. At least what? No, I was gonna say 15 hours from now, but it should be. Actually, it could be, yeah, 15 hours from now, maybe, or less than 15 hours. And we're not going to be able to play the game, but I'm pretty sure after maintenance, I'm assuming maybe Tuesday morning to Wednesday morning is when Roshi drops. So we'll get to see that. pretty soon. And again, all the information regarding his campaign and all the additional things dropping in the game, so we'll get to see that soon. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. Shouts to Blader again for the translations. If they do post these translations, I will make sure to make a community post and you guys can be able to see what they actually do, if these are correct or not. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys all in the next one.